everyone, Sam here from Sugar Spun Run, and today I'll be showing you how to make a flourless chocolate cake. A flourless chocolate cake is a lot different from any traditional cake you may have had in the past. Rather than being fluffy and cakey, a flourless chocolate cake actually almost has a fudgy, almost cheesecake-like consistency. It is so rich and so decadent, and I think you guys are really going to love this one. To get started, you'll want to preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, we are going to melt together some butter and chocolate. You're going to need 12 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and if you can see, I've cut this into about tablespoon-sized pieces, and we'll add this to a medium microwave-safe bowl. Next, you're going to need 6 ounces of premium chocolate. I like to use Ghirardelli 60% chocolate bars, and I'm just going to break this into small pieces, or you could chop yours into pieces instead, and we'll add this in with our butter. Take this over to your microwave where you'll heat it in 15-second increments, stirring really well in between until the butter and chocolate are melted and the mixture is smooth. Once that's melted, we'll stir in 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And I also like to add a teaspoon of instant coffee. This is optional, but it's not going to make your cake taste like coffee. It's just going to really help bring out that rich chocolate flavor. We'll stir these together. Now we'll set that chocolate mixture aside to cool for a couple minutes while we prepare our egg mixture. Now you're going to need 4 large room temperature eggs for this recipe. You'll want to put them in a large bowl, and we'll add a cup of granulated sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now you want to use an electric mixer to beat these together until this mixture has doubled in volume. Now it will take several minutes for this to double in volume. If you're using your stand mixer, I do recommend using a whisk attachment rather than the paddle. It'll take about 1.5 to 2 minutes if you're mixing it on high speed. It'll take a little bit longer using an electric hand mixer, and I really don't recommend doing this by hand. This egg white mixture is looking pretty good at this point. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my electric mixer to a low speed, and I'm going to take that chocolate mixture that's had a little bit of time to cool, and I'm very slowly going to drizzle this into the egg mixture. I'm going to grab my spatula because I want to make sure I get all of that chocolate in there. Now, in case you're worried that our flourless chocolate cake isn't chocolatey enough yet, we are still going to add a 1/2 cup of natural unsweetened cocoa powder. Now, we are going to actually sift this over the batter rather than just pouring it in because we don't want to get any lumps in here. And see these lumps, we can just use a spoon to press them through and break them up that way. Now you won't need to use your electric mixer again. I'm just going to use my spatula to fold this cocoa powder into the rest of the batter. Now our batter is ready, and you are going to need an 8-inch springform pan for baking our flourless chocolate cake. Now, as you can see here, I have lined the bottom of mine with parchment paper, and I'm just going to pour this batter evenly into the prepared pan. And we'll bake this in our 325 degree Fahrenheit oven for about 30 to 35 minutes. Now, the best way to tell it's done is the edge will look pretty much baked. The center is still going to look wet and pretty jiggly, and if you insert a toothpick in the center or a knife in the center, it's going to come out looking like it has wet batter on it. There should also be a few clumps though. Once it's finished baking, you'll want to let this sit at room temperature for about an hour until it's cooled down so the pan is actually at room temperature. Then transfer this to your fridge and let it sit for at least 4 to 6 hours, or preferably overnight. Once your flourless chocolate cake has finished chilling, now you can slice and serve. Now at this point, I often like to top mine off with chocolate ganache, and if you check the video library, I just recently shared a very easy chocolate ganache recipe, so you might want to check that out. This flourless chocolate cake might not look like much, but it is so decadent, so rich, so fudgy. It's almost like cheesecake where it's so rich you can't really even eat a big slice. Now, as I mentioned, you can top it off with chocolate ganache, or I like to top mine off with whipped cream, but it's also wonderful when enjoyed on its own. I hope you guys enjoyed today's super simple recipe for flourless chocolate cake, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. If you guys enjoyed today's flourless chocolate cake video, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and please subscribe. Also, if you enjoyed this video, here are a few others you might like as well.